success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now. Presented by Red Ball Recycling.
And welcome to Glycon's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football, where tonight we have the Brownstown Central Braves at 2-0 here at Burkefield to take on the New Albany Bulldogs at 0-2. Really turned into a very nice night for football, even though there was some earlier threats of rain, but so far so good. And tonight we should have a good one for you. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Coach Jim Kazmarek is alongside me. Damian Burton is going to be running our camera tonight. And, Coach, just your thoughts on these two teams. A very interesting one in Brownstown Central.
Well, it is very interesting. You know, this is the first time these two schools have met. They've never played in football before. And Brownstown is a very, very unique football program because of the offense they run and the success that they've had over the years. So New Albany's got its hands full tonight in a 3A against 5A competition.
Well, and as far as the ball game tonight goes, we will be talking at length about the how this team from Brownstown Central plays, particularly on offense, because it is very interesting. So just the briefest of brief previews.
Well, it's very old school. So if any of our viewers right now are my age or older, in their 70s or 80s, you would say, well, this is the old single wing tee from the 20s, 30s, and 40s and early 50s that kind of fell apart when the straight tee and when quarterback went under the center, back when Bud Wilkinson was coaching at Oklahoma. So that's how the history of this kind of goes. So it's something that nobody sees anymore because nobody is running this kind of offense. It kind of really died out in the early 70s, at least early 80s. Some of our New Albany viewers might remember Evansville Wrights High School running this all the way into the 80s. My first year coaching at New Albany, we played Evansville Wrights, and they were still running the single wing, and it really gave us fits, and we made some real interesting, easy adjustments at halftime that really changed our momentum defensively in the game. So it's direct snap. The quarterback is going to spin. There's going to have people in motion all the time. Motion, you think it's going left and it's going right, and you think it's going right and it's going up the middle. And it's a headache for the defensive coach, and it's going to be a headache for you and I and poor Damian on the camera because she's going to have a hard time trying to figure out who has the football.
That's what I was just going to say. It might be tough on all of us, but hopefully a fun game tonight.
Oh, it will be fun. And I think to be tough on the referees, you may see an inadvertent whistle or two tonight.
Yeah, you very well could. Well, it's time to talk about tonight's weather. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by American Family Insurance agent Mark Stevens. For any of your insurance needs, contact Mark at 812-283-8600. That's 812-283-8600. American Family Insurance. Insure carefully. dream fearlessly. And as I set this up tonight, I think I said 78 and mostly cloudy. What it is really, it's kind of almost like a hazy cloudy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a chance of thunderstorms late tonight, but it sure looks like we're going to have a nice night for football.
Well, every night's a nice night for football, Todd. As long as we don't get the thunderstorms, we're in good shape.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to step aside. When we come back, you will hear from Coach Reed May of the Brownstown Central Braves, and he had a chance to talk to Coach Jim Kazmarek just a little while ago. So we'll step aside. When we come back, you'll hear from him on Glycod.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, helping people, changing lives.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana, a community partner in school readiness through Head Start. Visit them at 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or online at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives.
I'm with Coach Reed May of the Brownstown Braves. Coach Reed May is in his 33rd year at Brownstown with a record of 314 and 65. He is the third winningest coach in this current active coaches in the state of Indiana and a 2023 inductee into the Indiana Football Hall of Fame. Coach, first of all, congratulations on all that. Those are some fantastic accomplishments. And the biggest accomplishment is you've stayed in this game for 33 years.
Yeah, I mean, I've been blessed with a lot of good teammates, a lot of good players, a lot of good coaches, a great community that, allow us to do a lot of things. So, as you know, as an ex-coach, there's a lot of things going involved in winning. So, it's not only an honor for me, but it's an honor for our total program.
Coach, a lot of people would ask me, what makes Brownstown so successful? And I would always say, well, it starts with the head coach. But what's the secret sauce? You give away your secret now.
I think it's just the discipline and hard work of our kids. I went to Bloomington South, and we had a blue-collar, hard-working team at that time, and we have the same type of kids at Brownstown. They're just good families, good, hard-working kid. They'll do what we say. We don't always have the most talent on the field, but we're very disciplined, hard-working kids, and, the things we do offensively and defense kind of get teams trouble. But, it starts with the families and the kids.
Coach, have you been tested yet this year?
No, not this year.
Are you looking for tonight to be your first big test?
Yeah, I think this is the best team on our schedule. Scottsburg's pretty good at the end of our schedule, but playing a 5A school, the biggest thing I always like playing a 5A school is the offensive lineman and defensive lineman are a lot different, and we'll see. And, we picked up Seymour a few years ago. That you could tell that in that game. We scrimmaged Bedford, so that helps us too. So, picking up a game like this, normally we'd be playing Eastern this week, which would be no competition whatsoever. So playing the quality of home in New Albany, a 5A school with a lot of great athletes, it's going to help us for tournament time.
Coach, in watching your team on film, of course, your offense is very deceptive, very difficult to defend. Lots of motion. The spinning quarterback is I say, unique. But what I want to say is the strength of your team may be your 5 offensive linemen, 4 seniors and 1 junior. You want to talk about them for a minute?
It's definitely, anywhere offensively and defensively, your line is a key, and we feel like we got a good offensive defense line on both sides of the ball. Offensive line is always a key. I think this year may be one of our strongest and best offensive line we've had. So, we got 2 kids, the Roberts and Hutchinson kids that played both ways, but we rest them on offense. But they're playing a lot more offense this year than they did last year, and, they're very stout individuals, so that helps us.
Coach, thanks for your time and good luck.
Thank you.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Back live at Burke Field here at New Albany High School for Brownstown Central versus the New Albany Bulldogs. And it's time for tonight's Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security, where service and protection meet. For those keys to the game, let's turn it back over to to Coach Jim Kazmarek. I called you head coach.
Well,
I guess that's true around here. You are the head coach. First, let's talk about the Braves of Brownstown.
Well, first of all, the Bulldogs face a formidable task defending the Braves' unique spin offense. It's averaging 66 points a game right now, so they've got their work cut out for them. So to me, the keys for Brownstown is start fast, get New Albany behind the 8 ball as quickly as you possibly can. You start fast, start early, and start often. Don't let New Albany get up and breathe. You need to start fast. Don't allow New Albany to slow down the game, because we'll talk about that on New Albany's keys.
On New Albany's side, okay.
Have a solid kicking game with no mistakes in the kicking game at all, and because they do have an outstanding kicker in Nate Conyer.
Yeah.
We were watching him kick field goals, and right now he's 16 for 16 on extra points. And don't allow the Bulldogs to keep the game close. The longer New Albany can stay in this game, the more confidence they're going to have, and you just really want to. New Albany's psyche is very fragile right now, and so anything you can do from Brownstown's point of view to break that psyche down even more is going to be really important. So don't let them stay in this game. Get it over with as fast as you can.
Absolutely. So let's now flip and talk about the Bulldogs.
Well, just on the other side of that, with Bulldogs keys, play a very basic, disciplined defense. And the reason I say that is because this offense is so unique and so different that if you try to do some weird things on defense, it's going to backfire on you. But if you say basic and solid and each player playing his position, don't try to play somebody else's position, do your job, not somebody else's job, you're going to have a chance to at least defend this unique offense. Read your keys. That's going to be very important. Every player has a certain key and a certain thing he needs to do, and when this key does this, you need to be able to do that and read those keys. Don't peek in the backfield. This is one of the hardest things for high school linebackers, defensive backs to do, and in this type of offense is they'll have their key. I'm reading my key, and then I look up and I look into the backfield, and by that time the ball's spinning around and going here, there, and everywhere, and because you didn't read your key, you're out of position. So don't peek in the backfield. Keep mistakes and penalties and turnovers to a minimum. Don't give Brownstown any opportunities. And lastly, and most importantly, run the ball. And then when you get another chance, run the ball some more, and then run it again. And just keep running and running and running that ball, because if you can keep Brownstown's offense on the bench, the spinning offense can't score when they're sitting on the bench. So running the ball and controlling the clock, to me, is the biggest key for New Albany.
All right, so those are your Northside Security keys to the game. Northside Security, where service and protection meet. This broadcast is authorized by New Albany High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to step aside. When we come back, you will hear from the head coach of the Bulldogs, Coach Steve Cooley, and Coach Kazmarek. Back with that on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong. And it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department. You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
I'm with Coach Steve Cooley of New Albany Bulldogs. Coach Cooley now in his 9th year at New Albany. Coach, last week you gave Indianapolis Lutheran all they could handle. Does this indicate a nice turnaround for your team?
We played well last week. We got better from week 1 to week 2. I thought our kids played hard and competed. You know, we had some shots, chances we could have scored. We didn't complete some passes that were right there. We could have made some of those plays in the air. And, you know, we ran the ball a lot better in the second half than in the first half. We just came up short on a couple of touchdowns that we should have had. We had a couple of penalties that were here and there that cost us and a couple of calls. But for the most part, you know, they're a championship football team. They won 4 state titles in a row, and Coach Pass does a great job. And, you know, we competed with them all the way to the end.
Well, that was a good score. Coach, will we see more of Jamal Chambers and R.J. Long running the ball tonight?
Yeah, we're going to see them in 2 backs tonight. They'll both be in the backfield some, along with Clay Kaiser mixed in there. But for the most part, you know, we're going to do what we're doing. We got to get our passing game going a little bit. So this is one of those things that, you know, they do a great job with their offense. These kids have been running this single wing, hide the ball since, you know, 2nd or 3rd grade, and you don't know where it's at. So we're going to be extremely disciplined tonight, stay home, stay in our gaps, and play football.
Hey, Coach, you just answered my next question, so I won't take up any more of your time. Thanks a lot, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And actually, Coach did have a couple other things he wanted to say, so we're going to hear from him now.
And this is Tim Kaczmarek back with Coach Cooley. We have one more thing Coach Cooley wants to talk about.
Hey, you know, I studied this offense from everywhere. It's hard to prepare for in 3 days, and I found a guy that, you know, studied under Jim Tressel's dad, you know, when he was at Baldwin Wallace, and Jim Tressel won the national champion at Ohio State, and this guy is like 75 years old. He swears this defense package, you know, put the single wing away in the early 70s. So I don't know if it's true or not, but so this guy had to beat Delaware year in and year out, and he basically designed this package. So we'll give it a go and see what it looks like. It's just hard for us to get ready in 3 days, but I think our kids believe in what we're trying to get done tonight. But, you know, they're going to make some plays. They're too talented. Their quarterback's really talented. They got good receivers, and they've been running this offense really well. But, you know, I'm kind of excited to see if we can execute tonight on the defensive side of the ball and then try to control things up front on offense. But, you know, they got 2 good guards. They got 2 good defensive tackles. I mean, the one kid's going to Central Michigan. I think the other kid might be even better than the kid going to Central Michigan. So, you know, we got our work cut out for us. They'll be the 2 best defensive linemen we see all year. So we're ready to play tonight. Go Dogs.
Coach, I'm sorry I cut you short. Good luck tonight.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Community action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School Football. Presented by Red Ball Recycling, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Tonight's game is brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Mac Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Our place where change is possible together. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program, helping people, changing lives. And by German American Bank, Northside Security, Call's Body Shop, and the City of New Albany. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Southern Indiana High School football.
It's time for tonight's starting lineups. Tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. First up for the Brownstown Central Braves, they go as follows. Sloan Stuckwish, Joe Roberts, Drew Shelton, Isaac Hutchinson, Eric Justice across the front, Micah Schaefer, the quarterback, 6'3", 185-pound senior, comes in throwing about a 75% clip for 251 yards thus far. And then also around him, the tight end, Jack Page, Trevor Branneman, the fullback, the split end, Lane Pendleton, and then the left slot, Trey Sweeney, and Preston Garrison is the right slot. So again, Micah Schaefer has all that in the backfield. He will be moving the ball around too, and might be, it was confusing enough, Coach, just for me to read it off the page.
See, so, I told you, the spinner offense is tough on
already
us,
got
too.
me. Wishmeyer, Roberts, Isaac Hutchinson, and Ernest Harrison across the front of the defense for Brownstown. Sweeney, Owen Wishmeyer at middle linebacker, and Cassidy, the linebackers. Jack Pace is strong safety. Jackson Johnson, the free safety. And then Hunter Toppy and Brock Dean are the cornerbacks. For the home defense of New Albany, Chambers, Stokes, Oliver, and Lobato across the front. Lobato, the nose tackle. Alan Ray, Clay Kaiser, and Brian Johnson, the linebackers. And then I don't know if we found out, Coach, I left it as Deshaun Cunningham and Jaron Kidd, but there was a chance that Aiden Loesch might come in and start at safety. We had not gotten word on that. Isaiah Turner and Jaden Farley are the cornerbacks. The home offense, Grant Williams, Caden Ross, Luke Minich, the center, Isaac Thomas and Eli Gum, Grady Mayfield, the quarterback, a freshman, George Cannon, Carter Rice, and Malik Whitfield, the wide receivers. R.J. Long, Camden Kuiper are the starting running backs, but we will also see Clay Kaiser back there an awful lot, I am quite certain.
Right, and I'm looking for New Albany to go with that two-back running game. And they're still starting the freshman quarterback, and
right.
and I think their idea now is we need to maybe make his job a little bit easier. Let's not put the game on his shoulders. Let these two big running backs. When you're looking at R.J. Long at 6'1", 206, and Jamal Chambers at 6'4", 204. Those are two good-sized young men to be running the football. So. And New Albany's got some good-sized linemen. Gum is 228. Thomas is 245. Minnick is 280. So and Caden Ross is 231. So they've got a little bit of beef in that front line too. So look for New Albany to go with that two-back offense and maybe try to take a little bit of the pressure off of Mayfield, the quarterback.
All right. As we are getting set to go here, and both squads will come out for the coin flip. And
so if I'm New Albany and I win the toss, I really want the football.
Absolutely.
It's one less chance that Brownstown's going to have to score.
Well, and I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and while we're doing this, let's go ahead and take another quick break, and then we will have the kickoff for you here live on Glycod.
Is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return here, Coach, what went down?
So I believe, and again, we just didn't get a definitive signal from the head referee. I believe New Albany won the toss and is going to receive. I believe that's what happened here.
Okay.
But I do know this. Brownstown is kicking off and New Albany is receiving. So
okay. So New Albany kicking off, Brownstown to receive. As we get set to go here this evening again. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Jim Kazmarek alongside me. And Adamian Burton running our camera for us tonight.
Number 8, Nate Conyer kicking off, 6 foot, 175-pound junior, 16-16 in PATs, got a strong leg. So
Conyer kicking off. A couple of Bulldogs back here. R.J. Long, I know, is one of those.
Kaiser's
on the near side. Kaiser is exactly right, and it's going to be out of bounds.
Said all those nice things.
That's all those
Conyer,
nice things.
And he kicked it out of bounds.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's just the way it is. So New Albany starts out in good field position right away.
Absolutely will.
35-yard line?
Yes, on 35.
So it's a good start for the Bulldogs. Couldn't have started any better for them.
All right. And so, again, the Bulldogs with Grady Mayfield, freshman.
Yeah, I'm looking at Brownstown's defense. Grayson Cassidy has a cast on his hand. He's got his arm pretty well bandaged up. Number 29 to right linebacker.
That might be something to
trips, one back.
At. So certainly more of a spread type formation, and Mayfield pitches it out there, and then caught and tackled quickly was Nick Smith.
And that young man that made the tackle was Grayson Cassidy, number 29.
See how he uses that that club of a left hand.
Well, he's not, I tell you what, he better be really good right-handed on intercepting passes because he's going to bat. He'll bat anything else down.
So Mayfield calls for it. Handoff. And working it.
Yeah. There
is Jamal Chambers.
That was Isaac Hutchinson's the big defensive tackle, 6'5", 295. I think that's the young man who's got a scholarship offer already to Western Michigan or Central Michigan or one of the Michigan schools, one of the directional Michigan schools.
Directional Michigan schools, okay. Well, and you said line play would be
key.
Just one of the key things to watch for. Mayfield looks, now flushed, rolls right, thinks about throwing it away, and ends up doing so, but gets nailed in the process.
Yeah, he did throw it away. He has learned that lesson from the Providence game 2 weeks ago. Throw it away. Here's the other thing, a young quarterback, and you even see this in college. The young quarterback, when he feels pressure, they always want to flush out and run to the outside. One of the things you need to teach a young quarterback is what's called pocket presence, where they're in the pocket and they're getting pressure and they step forward, they step into the pocket.
So Kaiser is back standing just outside the 20-yard line to punt the ball away.
Ooh.
And kicks the ball up. Not a great punt.
Hit New Albany player.
Hits a New Albany player, and so it down at about just on the Brownstown side of the 50-yard line.
Actually, Brownstown got a little bit of about a 2-yard advantage there because it actually hit the New Albany player on about the 47-yard line.
Yep.
They moved and he downed it on the 49. The referee marked it where he downed it. All right, so now we get a chance to see this unique single wing offense that Brownstown is famous for, or actually wing T offense.
A whole lot of people in the backfield, direct snap, and right up the middle for a first down.
That's the fullback. That's Trevor Branneman.
That was Branneman.
5'10", 170-pound senior who is averaging 7 yards a carry. New Albany's got a player down.
Got a player down, and so now he seems to be – is he getting up? Nope. So as the coaches come out, we will take a brief break. Back with more here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
So player up and off, that was Ray Allen.
Alan Ray.
I'm sorry. I said it wrong.
Well, that's all right, because I do it all the time.
Well, I've got one roster over here that's last name first name last, and the other that's first name first.
And that makes no sense.
Yep, that's direct snap again to the fullback, Branneman, who had 3 carries for 23 yards last week, and
he's got 2 carries for 25 yards right now.
Something like that. Yeah, exactly.
So you'll notice that where the fullback is like right over the guard. They haven't run their motion yet. There it comes.
Here it comes.
Oh, another direct snap. Oh my goodness, that offensive line for Brownstown.
And Grant Williams with the tackle.
Yeah, Joe Roberts, Drew Shelton, and Isaac Hudson. Those 3 young men just moving the New Albany defensive line.
So gain of about 5 makes it 2nd and 5. Man in motion again. There was that spin.
There's a spin.
And handoff. The handoff was to Garrison, number 1, who has a first down.
And did you not think the quarterback kept the ball?
I thought the quarterback kept the ball.
Because one of the most deceptive things about this is the fact that their quarterback continues his fake throughout the whole play. He doesn't stop faking until the whistle blows. That is so hard to teach quarterbacks to do. Most quarterbacks, after they hand the ball off, they want to stand and watch the play.
A little jump there, like the snap was missed, which is certainly part of that, a little bit of that play acting, but 4-yard gain easily, almost 5.
Very much part of the deception. Oh, they're going pace here now. They're not even huddling.
Nope.
So we've got 2nd and 5. Yes, 2nd and 5. So let's see now. They're going pace. Wide receiver.
And again, Garrison came in motion and went on that left side. He's going to be down near the pay dirt. They're going to say first down.
Yes, that's a 10-yard run for Garrison.
4th first down run on the drive for the Braves.
Yeah. Garrison 3 carries and Branneman about 5 carries.
First and goal from the 5, Schaefer.
Oh.
Handoff.
Yep, no.
And no. Did he keep it? No, it was a handoff.
Yep.
Touchdown, Brownstown.
That was Trey Sweeney.
Trey Sweeney with the touchdown.
Now, you see how deceptive that was because the quarterback looked like he was handing it to the motion man. He continued his spin and handed it to the other running back who was coming from the other side.
So Trey Sweeney with the Conyers to
a lot of movement.
A lot of movement. And
two teams moving. I
saw
think
a flag come
I
in.
think the right guard for Brownstown flinched a little bit. We'll see what happens. Yep, on Brownstown?
Yes. I think.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was. Yep.
That's all, like I say, I saw the right guard flinch a little. Well, based on what we saw before the game, this should still be a chip shot for Conyers. If all he's got to do is put it between the uprights. See if he can stay perfect.
So from the 15-yard line,
and it's
kick
up and
is
good.
up, and the kick is good.
With a lot of room to spare on that kick, if you notice that.
There sure was. So that makes it Brownstown Central 7 and the New Albany Bulldogs nothing. And we will take a brief timeout. Be back with more first quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we return here to Burkefield, New Albany High School, as the Brownstown Central Braves will be kicking the ball back to New Albany. They will have a second opportunity here, their second possession. Ball fielded by Kaiser at about the 2-yard line. Races upfield and inside the 20, not quite to the 20, about 18.
Not quite to the 20, right. Yeah, Kaiser's kind of a do-it-all player for the Bulldogs. All-conference, all-Glycod linebacker last year.
We talked about this in the pregame. First ever matchup between these teams. Mm-hmm. Brownstown Central is on a 14-game regular season winning streak. And unfortunately, New Albany on an eight-game losing streak.
Yeah.
And trying to avoid their first 0-3 start since 2011.
I told you it'd be fun watching this offense, didn't I?
It's interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah. Now, standing up here, it's fun. If
right.
you
were the opposing coach.
If I was Coach Cooley and his defensive coach, I would say, this past week I slept like a baby.
Right.
I woke up every hour crying, trying to figure out how I'm going to stop this offense.
Now, there was something.
Holding on New Albany.
Yeah, exactly. Holding on New Albany. And their first penalty of the game, one for Brownstown Central, ended up not mattering much as the extra point was still good. So Mayfield in the backfield, and another flag comes in.
You got a flinch on the right guard for New Albany. It's very, very, again, we see this so often when teams are trying to audibilize or change, doing something with the quarterback, calling a lengthy signal where the offensive linemen get either anxious or they get their weight moving, they get their weight up over their toes, and all they have to do is just do a little flinch, and it's a penalty.
So New Albany moving backwards. Handoff inside, and good powerful run there. I believe that was long.
Yep, and that got 2-yard gain.
Yeah, a couple-yard gain. So 2nd and 8.
Boy, speaking of which, I've just turned and looked at this new scoreboard for New
Nice
Albany.
new scoreboard here at New Albany. We'll make sure that he gets a picture of that for us at some point in the game, coming back from a commercial or something.
And put it on the right side of the field, or correct side of the field, I should say.
And ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage, I believe.
Yeah,
and
that looked like it was.
Nick Smith was the intended receiver.
And it looked like 76. Hutchinson got his big paw, 6'5", 295. And I bet he does have a big paw.
Yeah, I would guess there would be a big paw attached to that.
Yeah, probably has his hand looks like a catcher's mitt. I bet he's a big, good-looking player.
So 3rd and long here.
And
up the middle, still going, is Long, and first down.
Run. And he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He spun. He kept his feet moving. He didn't give up. And that's a great run for Long.
Absolutely.
R.J. Long, and they need to feed him the ball more often.
As you said, looked like he was stopped, but just kept powering through.
And that spin move is so effective. More running backs need to learn to do that.
Chambers this time caught in the backfield and going to be a loss of a couple. Mayfield, flush, rolls right.
See there, see what I'm saying?
Just taking it out of bounds.
Again, see what we're talking about. Pressure, tries to beat it to the outside, and the problem is your right tackle is blocking his player out to the right.
Right.
So when you're scrambling to the right, you're scrambling right into where your right tackle is blocking the player.
So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Bulldogs.
It's just hard. He's a young kid, and it's hard for young players to learn that pocket presence of stepping up.
Mayfield looks to throw and overthrows his intended receiver, which was Whitfield, out there to the right side. So it's going to bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs.
And Bulldogs are going to punt. Smart move on their part. You know, right now you see more and more teams going for it on 4th down. Forget the punt. Let's just go for it on 4th down. See what happens. Now I'm not saying this would be the time to do it. 4th and 12. But if it was 4th and 7,
maybe. Yeah.
Maybe you might want to think about that.
I believe that's Garrison back for Brownstown.
Kaiser punting
and good punt this time. Out to about the 44. We'll keep it here as Brownstown Central jogs back on the field. We'll show you a couple plays back. Why don't we show you that touchdown run by Sweeney and for Brownstown, and then we will quickly bring you. Nope, we're going to get right back to live action here. Garrison gets that handoff, left side, still going. 30,
he could
20,
be gone,
10.
And he is.
Touchdown. A touchdown for Garrison.
Garrison.
The Brownstown Central Braves.
Yeah, we hope we get that one on a replay because that was a classic wing tee spinner play.
And I believe we did. So
we'll get it after the kick?
We'll get it after the kick. 5:43 remains here. Brownstown Central with that long rushing touchdown by Garrison. So Conyer sets up. Trevor Branneman to hold, and the kick is up. Kick is good. So Brownstown Central taking a 14-0 early lead. And, Coach, this offense is sure rolling. Let's see if we can see what we got of this replay here.
And it almost looks like the running back and the quarterback run into each other.
Yep, they sure did.
But again, if you look at it and replay it again and again and then, you'll see the blocking in the line and the fake by the quarterback, and then the quarterback ends up, if you watch, he ends up being a lead blocker on the play.
Sure did. So the Bulldogs in a 14-0 hole will have to dig out of it here.
Kaiser again.
Kaiser with it at about the 10-yard line. And
nice tackle.
Nicely tripped up. A couple flags come in.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle. Number 6. That was Kai Trueblood for Brownstown. Kai is a 6'1", 155-pound junior. We have a flag there on the 30-yard line. Usually on kickoffs, those indicate block in the back or holding. Let's see what they have.
Coach, I went to a
holding.
Holding.
That's pretty much.
Okay.
Pretty
you said
much.
blocking the back or holding. It's funny. I went to a JV contest last Saturday, and on a couple of kickoffs, I saw flags come in on the backside like that, and I was channeling you because I said that's going to be a block the back.
And it's just like, I can't tell you how many times that I was coaching, watching film. When you see the back of his jersey, don't touch him. If he's running past you, don't grab him. You know, I'd rather have the kid make a tackle and we start our offense on the 23-yard line than you grab and hold them, and now we're starting on the 11-yard line.
So New Albany definitely deep in their own territory here on their own 11-yard line.
Oh, boy.
And another flag.
Yeah, well, that's motion on New Albany. They had half the team going and half the team staying.
Yep. So it's going to be another 5 yards. Have them for four penalties of 30 yards thus far.
And again, New Albany's in that danger zone of backing up into their own end zone.
So Long in the backfield, as was, I believe it was Chambers, and it's going to be a gain of a couple there. Let's see who it was.
Looks like Long.
No, it was actually Rice.
Yeah,
Carter Rice.
It was number 9 as a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Carter
sure
Rice.
Was.
Flanker back.
So it's going to make it second and about 13 here.
We go again.
Handoff. This is Long. Keeps churning, but gain of a couple, but still not quite to the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he's a hard running back. Hard running back. Nice tackle there by number 27, by the way, Hunter Toppy. Or Topi? Hunter Topi, I think it is.
Mayfield now flushed right. Looks and just throws it away. Throws it up and throws it away.
See what I mean?
Going to make it 4th down.
Again, see that?
Yep.
Again, that's a young quarterback who's doing that.
So the punt team comes on for New Albany, deep in their own territory. So Brownstown Central is certainly going to have good chances here as Garrison standing at the New Albany 35. And we're
missing a player.
Missing a player, man short.
Missing a player.
Alan Ray.
He was the injured linebacker. Apparently he's okay. Good for him. Bad snap.
Low snap.
Bad kick.
And even worse kick.
That's
good. Not a bad roll out to the 29-yard line.
Yeah.
So just a low dribbler out to the 29-yard line. So 4:22 remains here in the first quarter. Brownstown Central already having scored twice.
So two keys that we talked about. Let's go back to our keys again.
Yep, absolutely.
One key was New Albany needs to run the ball to control the clock and forget the passing game. Just keep running the ball, even if you're not gaining much, you're killing clock time.
Throw out to the split ends and
nice tackle.
Nearly making a man miss was Pendleton, but nice tackle, as Coach said.
Yeah, was that Isaiah Turner over there in that secondary?
Watch the replay.
Yep, 29.
Yep, it was.
Isaiah Turner. Nice open field tackle by Isaiah. He gave up a real quick drop, but he was able to recover quickly. He did a nice job. I'm focusing on him again. Good.
Double handoff and ball going.
Yeah, I got a clip.
Touchdown. We're going to have it come back.
Yeah, it's going to come back. It was a clip.
Okay.
You know what happened? The receiver for Brownstown had a perfect angle on the block, and the running back made a little juke move. And when he juked, the New Albany player turned his back, and the receiver for Brownstown couldn't do anything but continue on with his block. So that's going to go on. That's going to be a penalty on the Brownstown player. But a lot of it was the running back did such a good job of juking that it caused the clip.
So that penalty against Brownstown for 10 yards.
So our other key was to score quickly and often for Brownstown to break down New Albany's psyche. They're following the game plan, or my game plan is score as quickly as you can. Take the game out of New Albany right away.
Well, they're saying that was a first down, even with the penalty. Yeah. Garrison in motion, a double handoff again, this time headed to the end zone, and a touchdown.
And that was number 20.
Dean Brock.
Yeah,
Brock Dean. Brock Dean.
Yeah, Brock Dean, another running back that came in. Brock, number 20, is a 6'2", 165-pound junior. So there's some younger kids getting a chance to play tonight for Brownstown early in the game. One of the problems Brownstown is having is they've got to get their young kids in playing in regular time, because all they're getting in the first two games were running clock games. So they're really not getting their young kids a chance to play.
And the kick is up, and the kick is good by Conyers. So we will step aside with that and be back with more first quarter action in a 21-0 game here on Glycod.
Is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return to live action here, Burke Field 21-0, and a low squib kick. Pops over the head of Long and into the end zone for a touchback. So, touchback brings the ball out to the 20. Conyers, good leg there. Boy, it took the right kind of bounce, but it took it about 3 or 4 yards too late. Had it bounced up just a little earlier, it would have been a real tough thing for Long to handle.
Well, and the other thing is, had he been able to field it cleanly, it would have been a nice return because it was such a low kick, and Brownstown was not able to get down in good coverage. So Brownstown was fortunate to have the ball bounce up over his head. All right, Chambers is in now, running back.
Yep, to this near side of Mayfield. Handoff to Chambers, right side. Not much going there. And we had a player with a helmet that came off and continued till the whistle.
60.
Chandre Oliver, I believe.
55.
Yep.
55.
Oliver, one of the linebackers.
Yeah.
I mean, excuse me, one of the linemen.
Yeah, Chandre Oliver, senior.
Mayfield looks to throw, has a man, caught for first down, and nicely done there by Nick Smith.
Well, it gives the fans, New Albany's fans came to life now. All right. Get a positive play and a positive result.
So Smith with that, and 1st and 10. Handoff. This is Chambers.
Yep, makes a nice cut. Do you see how he put his foot in the ground and made a nice cut? The right side of New Albany's offensive line did a really nice job of kind of washing down the Brownstown defensive line. And Chambers saw that and was able to put his foot in the ground and make a nice cut.
So it makes it 2nd and 5. Chambers again, right side.
Yep. Found a nice hole there, too.
Nice hole, first down.
They got a little move. Luke Minnick and Caden Ross making some nice blocks in there for New Albany on the line. But keep feeding them now. Keep feeding them. You run that clock down. You've run down 2 minutes of the clock already.
Yes, still here in the first quarter.
There, same play, good.
Same play.
Yeah, kind of
read well that time. Yeah. Looked like Joe Roberts got in there well for the Braves.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, 55 for New Albany in the offensive line. That's Chandre Oliver he is really blocking well. That time he blocked his man all the way from the 50 almost back to the 40-yard line.
Throwing the ball up, and it was taken away. Intercepted, and let's see who picked that ball off. Well,
it looked like Topi. Yeah,
I believe picked that ball off.
Right corner, number 27, Hunter Topi. Yeah, makes a great play. Actually, he may have actually pulled it out of the hands of New Albany's receiver.
He did.
But, they had a nice drive going. And
actually, I'm not so sure that wasn't Trey Sweeney, 16. Let's see if we can catch it again here at the end of this, although Brownstown's going to go here, so. Now I'm not sure who it was. I think it was 6. And still going there on that play from scrimmage back for Brownstown Central, getting the ball out near midfield.
Yep. I'm going to give it to Hunter Topi because he's the right corner, and they threw it right in that right corner's position.
Sure did. So 1st and 10 after the turnover.
Brownstown going without a huddle, a little bit of pace in their offense now.
Handoff to Garrison, left side, gain of about 5.
And that's, to me, if you can hold them to 5 yards and 5 yards and 5 yards, you've done a pretty good job on defense. You just can't let them get those breakaways. Be solid. Play your position. Linebackers are so important for you to read your key. And I don't know what that key would be, but Coach Cooley, I'm sure, had keys for them.
Yep. Garrison in motion, going to throw it out to the split end. Pendleton, and nicely tackled.
It'll be third down, 3rd and 1.
Going to bring up 3rd and 1. Good defense by the Bulldogs there. That was Jaden Farley on the defense.
They're going to let the clock run down.
They sure are. So at the end of 1, it is Brownstown Central Braves 21, New Albany Bulldogs nothing. Let's step aside, be back with second quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
Motor vehicle safety is important for everyone, especially young children. Having the proper child restraint systems in place, particularly for children under 4 or weighing less than 40 pounds, will keep a child safe and comfortable when traveling in the car. The Clark County Health Department provides free inspections to ensure proper installation of any car seat. To make an appointment, phone 812-282-7521. A message from the Clark County Health Department funded by Health First Indiana.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
As we return to Burke Field here with a 3rd and 1 for Brownstown Central, now going from right to left. So big play here. And man in motion. And then throwing the ball up was Schaefer, but could not connect.
Going deep to number 28, Jack Pace.
It was Pace.
And nice coverage. Nice coverage on New Albany by Isaiah Turner.
Yes.
No, it was number 6, Jaden Farley. Yeah, Jaden Farley did a nice job on coverage. So, Brownstown Central feels like it's 4th and 1. And we're going to get the first down and more.
And more with that fullback run there.
Trevor Branneman right up the middle. They just washed the defensive line for New Albany, just pushed them back, washed them for 10 yards.
Yep. So 1st and 10 as Brownstown really having their way with New Albany thus far. Handoff there. Garrison, well defended that time by the Bulldogs.
Yeah, didn't see a flag. Thought I saw a flag. Didn't see a flag. That was a nice play by.
Oh, yes, there is a flag lying right at the feet. And
actually was a very, very nice tackle.
So face mask
by Jaron Kidd.
And that's going against New Albany.
I thought I saw a face mask.
So that's going to be, see which version of face mask it is here.
Face mask.
Face mask.
The big one.
The big one, yep. Nope. Just the 5-yard variety.
Just the 5-yard?
Yep.
So that means he didn't pull on it. He
didn't pull on it. He just, got his fingers on it. Actually makes it 1st and about 8, and a swing on the left side for a touchdown, Brownstown Central.
Yep.
That was
number 9.
Lyndon Lanier.
Oh, I like Lyndon Lanier. That's a sophomore.
Yes.
Number 9, Lyndon Lanier, 6'1", 175. And you see how this offense, it's ingrained in these players from Little League, Youth League, Mini League, all the way up through here, that if you can put a sophomore in the game and he runs the offense just like a senior would.
So Conyer to boot it through, and through it goes. So With that, making it Brownstown 28, New Albany nothing. We will take this opportunity to take another brief break. We will show you that touchdown when we return from the break here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Back live here at Burke Field, 28-0. Brownstown Central about to kick the ball back to New Albany. I'll wait as soon as that play is over on the kickoff. We'll show you that touchdown play again.
Nate Conyer for Brownstown kicking, Clay Kaiser, and it looks like R.J. Long deep for New Albany.
So Conyer eyes it up here and boots it. A low line driver again. Takes a bounce. Back to Long at the 5.
Oh, nowhere to go. Keep your feet moving and
reverses
spin.
And ends up
nowhere to go.
Going down at about the 17-yard line. Let's show you that touchdown play here for Brownstown from about the 18-yard line. And Lanier with just great job of keeping his feet moving there on that touchdown run.
Okay, now we got Chambers and Long in the backfield at the same time, and this is what I was hoping to see.
Right. That's Chambers,
early
left side,
there. See,
turns the corner, bowls over a man, gets out near the first down marker. Lovely run there.
Yes, that's what I was hoping we would see for New Albany as a way to slow down the Brownstown offense by grinding out some time and grinding out some plays and leave those two backs in the game. Let them keep playing. They're not going to get tired.
Handoff, Long, met in the backfield, though. Good defense that time by Brownstown.
Yeah, it was a nice tackle by number 15.
Let's see, 15 is Stahl, Evan Stahl.
Evan Stahl, yes. Nice play, outside linebacker. Substituting in for Trey Sweeney.
Going to be about a 3-yard or so loss there. Going to make it 3rd and 5. Handoff Chambers again, met in the backfield, and good defense by the Braves. Going to bring up 4th down and 10. So after that great first down run, the Bulldogs unfortunately move backwards.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to punt the ball away again. Kaiser. Low snap, bad snap. Barely got that kick away. Only goes to the 20
and
then
touched.
Takes a Brownstown bounce.
Now what? Got a flag.
We do have a flag in the backfield.
There was, I think, it looked like roughing the kicker, but the referee has indicated unsportsmanlike on New Albany.
Unsportsmanlike on New Albany.
Okay, because I was going to say the referee indicated that the ball had been touched, and that's why it wasn't roughing the kicker. And I don't know if somebody from New Albany said the wrong thing or did the wrong thing, and it's going to cost them it's not going to cost them much. It's going to be 12 yards.
Sixth penalty of the half, though, with 9:21 remaining in the half.
And we're slowly moving to the dreaded.
I'm not sure why the down and distance markers haven't. There they go.
They're waiting to mark off the penalty.
Yeah.
We are slowly moving to the dreaded
running clock. So, first and goal from the 9 for the Braves with Micah Schaefer throwing the ball right side.
Oh, what
my
a catch.
Goodness, what
Holy
a catch.
cow. That was a professional catch.
Their flag comes in. But
that was Lane Pendleton, 6'5", 195 senior. I think there's going to be a penalty on New Albany. Jaden Farley.
Is.
But Jaden Farley is 5'10". Lane Pendleton is 6'5". Throw the ball up high.
Lane Pendleton with a heck of a catch there. And so Conyers
really was good coverage. There was nothing wrong with the coverage.
Try to knock it through, no.
Yeah, very good. I think it was Jaden Farley. It was very good coverage.
Well, that flag was defensive pass interference,
right.
So it wasn't great coverage, but it was at least very good coverage.
And I may be mistaken. That could have been Isaiah Turner on the coverage.
So with 9:15 remaining here, the first passing touchdown from Schaefer.
12-yard touchdown?
12-yard touchdown from Schaefer to Pendleton. And let's go ahead and catch another quick break because we are going to have a running clock here shortly. So we might as well get this break in while we can. So we'll be back with more here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
So as we return here, we didn't see a signal, but there was must have been a dead ball penalty on New Albany after the touchdown. So that moves the kickoff all the way to the New Albany 45.
So it's a 15-yard penalty, whatever it was.
It was a 15-yard penalty. And Conyers is going to boot it up and through the end zone for a touchback.
You know, if you wanted to be really mean, you're up 35-0, you could have tried an onside kick and got the ball back.
Oh,
that would have been mean.
That would have been mean.
But here on the other side of that, when are we going to get a chance to try onside kicks? Because there's going to be another time during the season when we have to do it.
Right. So, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs.
So we've gone back to just one running back.
And mishandled snap. And looked like Mayfield fell on it.
Yeah. I don't think he was ready for the snap. He was looking.
He was looking at the man in motion, I believe, who was Carter Rice.
Yeah.
So it will be a loss of about 3, and we have a timeout on the field by the Bulldogs, I believe. So we will take a timeout as well. Back with more second quarter here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics on Glycod. And we thank you so much for watching our broadcast. Brownstown Central 35-0 here with 8:55 in the second quarter. It's going to be New Albany on a 2nd and 13 play. Mayfield looks to throw, and then in comes big number
Joe
66.
Roberts, 6'2", 260. Oh, and I think quarterback is down. And Big Joe Roberts just engulfed him, if that's a way to put it. Poor Grady Mayfield had no chance.
So that's going to make it 3rd and about 20, and they're sending the teams to the sidelines. So we will also, let's just move the camera to the center of the field there if we can. Actually, it's a good chance to show people the scoreboard, although nobody likes to see what the score is. But
look how nice the scoreboard
is. But it's a wonderful new
there
scoreboard
you
here
go.
at New Albany High School.
That's perfect, and it's in the right spot because it used to be on the other end of the field. And when the setting sun hit because it faced west, the setting sun, it was blinded, and you couldn't see the scoreboard.
Couldn't see the score.
For about a half an hour, the scoreboard was completely blank for us in the press box.
It sure was.
So moving into that side was a very, very smart move.
So Mayfield is up and moving under his own power now.
Gingerly.
Gingerly is right.
And I understand part of the deal with the big scoreboard is that they're going to do some community things where they're going to have like a outdoor theater kind of thing here where people can have a movie and so that's a good deal. Good deal.
So
who we have a quarterback?
Exactly. I think it's I believe it's supposed to be Alan Ray, and it is back there. So Alan Ray looks to throw left side and couldn't connect. So that brings up 4th down. 4th and 20. So Alan Ray makes an attempt there. It would not go, but on that long to gain.
We got a different kicker now. Is that Armando Moran back kicking? No, nice punt.
Good punt.
Yeah, very nice punt.
Fielded nicely at the 45.
Smart play on a fair catch, and I didn't catch the number of that. Was that number 1?
Who, punting?
No, number 1, the young man, Preston Garrison, who made the fair catch.
And I believe it was 74 punting the ball.
For New Albany, 74. That's
I believe so.
Caden Ross, one of the offensive linemen.
Yep.
Wow.
I believe that's right.
That goes against one of my coaching philosophies.
Which is?
Never have a lineman back there catching a ball.
Okay, gotcha.
Because they're linemen. That's why they a ball coming at them. I don't know if it's filled with air, sand, rags. What is this thing?
Brownstown back on offense.
There you go. Nice play.
Good defense that time by the Bulldogs.
That's number 68 made a nice play there for New Albany. But I don't see his 68. No, it wasn't 68. It was. Come on, turn my way so I can see you there.
Oh, I'm trying to see on the replay there, but I can't tell either. Got off a little bit too fast.
He's the right defensive tackle, so he made a nice play. There you go. And that's the way to stop that play. Come up out of the secondary, make a very, very nice play. I think that may have been the first time that Brownstown has had negative yardage on a play.
I think so. Of course, I had forgotten to reset that. My fault. So it's going to make it 3rd and 3.
Nope. 3rd and
7. I'm sorry.
Yeah, 3rd and 7.
I knew that. Double handoff.
Oh my.
Making Lanier again, making a couple players miss.
Yes, he did. Yeah, he shifty runner.
Yep.
He's a shifty runner.
Made a couple players miss and got to the corner.
And it's 4th and 1.
Yep, 4th and 1.
So they had him backed up. Direct snap to the fullback and watch the defensive line just handle New Albany off defense. There it is.
That's
there
exactly
it is. Boom,
what
boom,
it was.
Boom, boom, smash. Feet moving. Blocker still blocking. He's still going. Yes.
And finally down for the first down.
Yeah.
That was actually Evan Stahl again.
Yeah, moved him into full. Oh, we got a penalty. Another penalty flag here.
Penalty did come in.
Yeah. Brownstown's backing up. Nope. Ineligible players. So, did New Albany have 12 players on the field? That's the signal.
Sure. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They got 11 now.
Yep.
Somebody snuck in and somebody snuck out.
So half the distance. We're going to call that a 5-yard gain. And 1st and goal for Schaefer and company. Again, Stahl in the fullback spot. Man in motion, Lanier, and he dives into the end zone for a touchdown.
Yep, and a lot of their substitute players are getting some quality playing time right now. Lyndon Lanier, I like that. That's a good football name, Lyndon Lanier.
With a 5-yard TD touchdown, rushing touchdown, I should say. Conyers going to see if he can boot it through. And kick is up, and the kick is good.
So he is now 23 for 23.
23 for 23 is right.
And apparently, and we'll need to clarify this, apparently the running clock must be a second half only.
Yeah, it must be. Although okay, I'll just leave it at that.
Yep.
So 42-0, as it's been all Brownstown Central thus far. And Conyers will boot it away again to the Bulldogs. Now, what will be interesting is I've been trying to see if I could spot. Mayfield is on the sideline with the helmet on.
Yep, I see him.
So we'll see if he's back in the game or if it is Alan Ray.
And out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Well, if I'm Coach May, I don't know what other things that he saw that were displeasing to him. So I'm trying to find some things I need to work on this week in practice.
Right. Yep.
Kicking the ball in the field without going out of bounds would be my priorities right now. And if that's the worst thing that happens tonight, and it's the worst thing, this has been a masterful performance of their offense.
Well, and you said it was averaging almost 70 points a game, and so it's certainly with 42 in the first half.
Yeah. Okay, Mayfield
right on pace.
Mayfield is back in at quarterback. They've got their trips right, and it looks like they're going to start to throw the ball. And
sure do.
It's going nowhere. We got a penalty here. Looks like I'll bet you somebody lined up offside.
That was Carter Rice on the reception. We're just waiting for the striped shirts to tell us what's happening here.
I got to think somebody lined up offside from the field judge. Yep.
Yeah, offsides against New Albany.
One step forward, 5 yards backwards.
Yep. So another 5-yard penalty. 8 penalties I have New Albany for here in this first half.
One of the keys was to play a perfect game.
That's Smith out there. Short gain. And going to be a no gain. So 2nd and 15.
Now, is Coach Cooley trying to set up something for the quarterback to pump fake and then have one of these receivers go deep? I don't know.
Could be. There's some leakage here. And throwing the ball away.
And that is a lesson that the young man has learned from the Providence game, was don't take the sack if you can. Throw it out of bounds.
And that was Big Joe Roberts.
Yeah.
Coming through the line. He is a load.
He called intentional grounding.
Oh, they did call intentional grounding?
Because the ball has to get
back to the original line of scrimmage.
At least to the line of scrimmage, and it was way short of the line of scrimmage.
So another 5-yard penalty, 9 now. Can make it 3rd and about 21.
Third and
it's 3rd and Eakin Avenue for the Bulldogs.
And if you're unfamiliar, Eakin Avenue is way over here on the right-hand side, and it goes by the cemetery, so that's not a good thing either.
Nope. Flushed and throwing the ball away again. So that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, I'll say this. In high school, it's very difficult. The most difficult position to coach in high school is offensive line, because and I was an offensive lineman, so I can say this, that you're dealing with the most unathletic players on your team. So you do things repetition over and over and over again, and you really coach on all those small little things. When I say take a 6-inch step, I mean 6 inches and not 5 inches, and you get very technical with those guys because they like that. They like that kind of part of the game.
Ball, a little bit of a low snap. Not as good a punt this go-round, but it takes a good New Albany bounce.
So, that being said,
and
you spend a lot of time coaching them, and you can work, and they can become good run blockers, or you can work, and they can become good pass blockers. And you can work, and they're never going to be good at both.
Yeah, right.
What's going to happen is they're going to be below average on both things, and then you're stuck where New Albany is right now with we're having trouble running the ball, we're having trouble passing the ball. Find something to hang your hat on, whether it's the running game, the passing game, and let your poor offensive linemen become good at one thing.
Motion. Schaefer looks to throw and couldn't connect with his man.
Nope. Boy, he's got a nice throwing motion, though, doesn't he?
Sure did, yep.
He looks very, 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 very calm back in the back there, and he knows what he's doing. Of course, he's a senior, and he's been doing this for a long time. But he's really got a good passing motion, and again, he is a good-sized player, too. He's 6'3" and 185.
So, Coach, do you open up your playbook a little bit and try to work on some things, or do you just keep it as vanilla as possible for the next guy, for the next team?
You mean
run there
New
for
Albany
about
or
4 or 5 yards? I'm sorry, Brownstown.
For Brownstown?
Yep.
I think you become vanilla. You're running your plays, but you're not doing anything out of the ordinary right now.
Right. You don't want to give film to the next team or 2 teams down or 3 teams down or a playoff team.
And the problem Brownstown has is when you look down their schedule, they were hoping New Albany was going to be a really tough game for them because they needed that kind of game.
And handoff again, and around that right side, still going, and finally down. And that was Trey Sweeney with a big run there.
So, there's no reason for Brownstown to do anything. But what I was going to say, the problem Brownstown has right now, they were hoping this was going to be a really, really competitive game to really test themselves because Coach even said we haven't been tested yet this year. We're averaging 60 points a game. Well, they're getting close to that again.
Well, there is a flag down right at the line to gain marker.
Holding.
And that's going to go against Brownstown Central.
Whoa.
So holding against Brownstown Central is going to make it 3rd and about 7. 4th penalty for Brownstown Central
third and 10.
About 10. Yes, you are correct. 3rd and 10.
So when you look down their schedule, I don't know who else they would have on their schedule. Silver Creek maybe. I don't know of anybody else they have on their schedule that's going to test them until they get into the playoffs. And when I looked at his Coach Reed May's success in the playoffs, sectional-wise, he's been very, very successful. But when you get into the regional and the semi-state,
you need some tester games, don't you?
And he hasn't been tested because their conferences, and again, I don't want to, not nitpicking, but their conference is weak. They dominate the teams in their conference, except very, very seldom. Maybe Charlestown years ago gave him some tough games. I think Silver Creek a couple years ago gave him a really good game.
That was Isaiah Turner that was down on the field now coming off. Sorry, go ahead,
So
Coach.
Then they get into the regionals and the semi-state, and they're playing really good teams. And because they haven't been tested, some of the things that they've been able to run with success, all of a sudden is not running with success.
So 3rd and 10. This is the biggest play thus far. And sack comes in.
There you go, New Albany. That was Brian Johnson from his linebacker spot. Coming in hard, 6'1", 210 senior Brian Johnson. There was one time when I was coaching at New Albany when in the secondary we had 3 Bryans, and each one of them spelled their name differently. Brian with a I-A-N, Brian with a R-Y-N-E, and I'm trying to think.
B-R-Y-A-N?
Yeah,
yep.
B-R-Y-A-N.
Yep. So Sheffield backs up and gives it an Australian-style punt, and it's out of bounds.
What a nice punt.
Yeah.
What a
quick
nice
punt. And
punt.
a very nice punt.
Yeah.
So New Albany gets the ball back. 3:17 remaining here in the second quarter. At about the 12-yard line.
Let's see if New Albany can generate something. I'd like to see him go back with those two backs again. And, you know, Long and Chambers both have had some okay runs today because they're big, strong kids. They keep their feet moving. And they showed that Chambers had that nice spin move. And he had about a 15-yard run there in the first quarter. And now there's Chambers at quarterback. Yeah, Chambers at quarterback. They're running a little bit of a wildcat. New Albany's shown just about everything that you could possibly do. They've gone to a wildcat now. Run. That's okay. Take your time. Eat the clock. Eat the clock.
Got it.
Don't do anything dumb right now.
Oops. I was going to say down and distance guy faked me out there. He said third, and I knew it wasn't. So second down and 10. Run left side.
Now see if Coach May was really trying to do something here, he'd call timeout. But see, he's not.
Third down.
He's not going to do that. Coach May's a classy guy. He's not going to do that.
It's going to be third and actually about 11. The loss there.
All right. Well, Chambers is out. No more Wildcat. Who we got in at quarterback now? Mayfield?
Mayfield is back in. And just a little miscommunication there. Ball falls harmlessly to the turf.
Yes, receiver came in and Mayfield threw out.
Yep.
So I don't know if it was supposed to be a quick slant, a skinny post, as they say, or a quick out. But they were not on the same page.
Nope. So ball falls harmlessly.
And they stopped the clock
and
giving Brownstown 2 minutes and 2 seconds to run their offense.
Garrison standing at about the 38-yard line.
And we can't get our punt team in. Oh, pretty good punt. Pretty good punt. Oh, should have fielded it. So that gives you something to work on.
Yep.
Look at it, see?
Good punt there.
Hidden yardage.
And that's actually I called the wrong name earlier. That's actually Hunter Neff, number 40, who has been punting that ball, and that was a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one. And the deep man for Brownstown there, I guess the ball, the end over end kick, he wanted to stay away from it. It really had a New Albany bounce. So let's see what Brownstown is going to do. 147. Now, see, this would be a good time for Brownstown if they really want to work on stuff, to work on their 2-minute offense, their hurry-up offense.
And around the right side is Garrison, and going to be gain of about 3 or 4.
And I guess he went out of bounds. He didn't stop the clock.
Yes, he did. Stop the clock. Going to be second and about 6. And some leakers come through. Nice screen there.
Screen pass.
And
nice play.
Across the 50
out of bounds again.
Out of bounds.
Very nice call. New Albany was going to sack that quarterback, and he just did a really nice job of running that screen pass.
And that's Ethan Wheels with the wheels on the play.
So Brownstown is working on a few things right now. And one of them is get out of bounds and stop the clock.
So Wheels with a nice play there.
Oh, yeah. Not a good pass.
Not a good pass, yep.
No, that was Micah Sheffer would probably want that one back again because the receiver was wide open. But stop the clock, too.
So 2nd and 10. Schaefer puts a man in motion. Wheels, going to throw it. Has a man, no, falls harmlessly to the turf. Couldn't make it happen.
Yep.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
Yep. So Coach Maine now will have several things to work on, and that one of them is going to be his passing attack. Because he had twice now, he's had receivers open. The ball was not thrown as well as it should have been. And Sheffer's a good quarterback, so let's see him connect on a real nice pass play. Another screen. New Albany read it nicely.
Very nicely done there by New Albany.
Nice read by New Albany. Number 4, Alan Ray, the linebacker, really sniffed that play out well, as did number 44 for New Albany. And that
44 for New Albany?
Yes.
That is Maurice McGuire.
It is Maurice McGuire. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's getting dark in the press box, and my
4th and 12.
My roster's up on the wall here.
And,
quick kick.
It's a quick kick.
Oh, it's 2 in a row we've seen now.
Yep.
2 games in a row we had quick kicks.
2 games in a row.
Yep.
We'll show you that, as that was kind of fun. Stops the clock, 34.6 left. New Albany has one more chance.
Yeah, it was a good defensive series for New Albany, actually. They sniffed out that screen pass and then put a little pressure on the quarterback, and he miscommunicated on a couple pass plays. So good defensive series for the Bulldogs. And then the quick kick was really a well-deceived play. I didn't expect it. Did you expect that?
I didn't expect that.
I thought he'd go for it. I was surprised he was going for it, but we should have expected after last week. We got to be thinking quick kicks all the time.
Yep.
Okay. I don't think New Albany's going to quick kick now, though.
Nope. So not quite every time is what you're saying.
No.
Yeah. 1st and 10 Bulldogs. And I believe that's Chambers up the middle.
Yep.
It sure
number
was.
1, Chambers. Good hard runner. Feed him the ball. 3 yards. Get another 3 yards, and go for it on 4th down.
Although, clock is running. Maybe we'll get one more play off. Mayfield looks to throw, but here comes. And
yeah, he got it past the line of scrimmage.
Did get it just past the line of scrimmage, didn't he?
Yeah.
So stops the clock, though, with 1.2 seconds remaining.
Well, we've seen a lot of things happen in 1.2 seconds.
Yep, we sure have. Yep, so you just never know, folks.
So
3rd
let's see.
7.
Grady Mayfield step back and throw it deep and see what happens.
Who knows what will happen. Has a man and actually just runs it out of bounds. So that was a reception by George Cannon, but that brings us to the half. So at half, Brownstown Central 42, New Albany nothing. Stay tuned for the halftime show upcoming here on Glycod.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
a life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we are at homecoming here at New Albany High School, live at Burke Field, in a little bit of an extended halftime. So we'll take just a brief minute here to talk about this first half, Coach, and then I'll tease that we've got Coach Jason Jones, the head basketball coach from New Albany, talk to me before the game. We're going to play that here in just a little bit. But Coach, just your thoughts on this game thus far.
Well, again, if you go back to our keys to the game, Brownstown played those keys perfectly. They jumped out quick, fast, stayed quick and fast, and really took New Albany out of the game as soon as they could, quickly. New Albany needed to run the ball and control the clock, and it's hard to do when you got those two big mooses in there. And I understand that. I understand that New Albany's offensive line maybe was a little undersized to block those guys, but you've got to create some plays, running plays that are clock killers, that you're going to run off some time on the clock. Tough to do. Brownstown's an outstanding team. I know Coach May wanted to have a little more formidable game tonight. But for 42-0, and they've only punted one time.
Yeah. So definitely been all Brownstown Central tonight. Well, let's take a break, hear from some more of our fantastic Lycod sponsors, and when we come back, I'll bring you a few minutes with Jason Jones, head basketball coach from New Albany High School, and we just talked about the summer and the upcoming season, so stay tuned for that here on Lycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
For a quote, contact American Family Insurance Agent Mark Stevens today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong, and it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Here at halftime of Brownstown Central at the New Albany Bulldogs, and I am with the head coach of the New Albany boys basketball team, Jason Jones. And Coach, summertime has passed. We're headed towards the basketball season very quickly. So let's talk about your summer. How was the summer for the boys at New Albany?
Yeah, it was really busy summer, first of all. We get those 10 playing dates. And so we were all over the place. We went to Purdue and Indiana. We went out of state to Kansas, Charlie Hughes, of course. So I think we saw a wide variety of competition from various locations around the country, which was kind of our goal. We didn't want to play local and, play the same teams we're going to play all the time. We want to kind of, just test us out a little bit, see what's out there and see how we competed. And overall, we had a really good summer. We're young, so we had a couple of stub your toe moments, but that's to be expected, and we learned a lot, so it was good.
Well, and in those moments, are those good times to just to see how your troops, air quotes, are going to respond when it comes season time?
For me, it is, for sure. I think sometimes it's hard to convince the players of that, because they just great that they have high expectations, but you're trying to say this is learning time. There's no sectional championships being handed out in June.
Right.
And so this is the time to learn about ourselves. And we try to make sure we play different lineups and see what some of our young players are doing on a bigger stage. And I think we accomplished all the things we needed to this summer in regards to that.
Is it also a time when sometimes you can experiment with things, either what you want to do on offense or defense, and there's not much in the way of repercussions, right?
No, for sure. Yeah, we messed with some half-court trap stuff that my assistants have been trying to get me to do, and not something you want to throw in the middle of the season, but it was good to mess around with some of that in the summer just to see how it fits your personnel. And I always tell the players it's no consequence games in the summer, so just go out there and, I think it helps kids to play a little free and loose and try some things maybe that they wouldn't try in the heat of the moment as well. And hopefully all our players learned a lot about themselves individually and kind of what we're capable of collectively. Our last game of the summer against Noblesville, who I think will be, they're probably going to be a preseason top 10 team. We were able to beat them in an overtime game that was just a great way to end the summer and play a really high-level team and kind of compete and come out with a win. So it was a good way to finish up and kind of see how we had grown over the course of the summer.
Well, let's transition then from summer to fall. Practice starts officially in just a few weeks, right? But you're in conditioning, is that right?
Yeah, we're in that limited contact period where we get, it's essentially it's 4 hours a week, minimum or a limit to 16 practices from now till November 10th, I think, is when we can officially start. So we kind of spread it out. We go 8 before fall break. We let them have fall break off, and then we go 8 after, and it works out really well in that regard because then it takes you right up to the start time of the season. And kind of same thing in limited contact. I mean, it's a little different for us because you haven't made cuts yet, so we typically get pretty large numbers of kids in the gym, but it's just another chance to build on some of the things that you learned and then things you want to implement for the season. So.
Well, and so as that goes, then obviously everything is well thought out and planned. Just trying to crescendo to when you start the season.
Yeah, and I think this is the first state I've been in where they allow you to do these kind of things. Most states I've been in, like in Kansas, for example, you would be no contact from now till November, and so this is really a good opportunity. I think 4 hours a week is the perfect amount of time to. You're not going to burn anybody out, but yet you're going to be able to get in some things you need to get in. And like for us, we start right away with, some offensive and defensive scheme things that we, basically gives you 16 extra times to work on it and fine tune it, like you said. And because once you hit November, I mean, it's fast and furious and you're playing before you know it. We open at Bloomington South the night before Thanksgiving. So, I mean, there's not a lot of room for error once you hit the ground running. Our schedule is going to be really tough this year, so it'll be good.
Well, and any thoughts? Just I know at this point you said you haven't made cuts, and it's you've got some kids back, and I know kids playing other sports too. Yeah. So just your thoughts on the upcoming season as far as what you're going to have back, just briefly.
Yeah, I mean, we return a nice core of guys that saw varsity time last year. Obviously, a couple starters in Noah and TJ. Brewer, Mayfield obviously played in every game. McKee, Seth Winslow, Ashton McKee, all guys that helped at some level last year. So that's really what the summer was great for us is we got to essentially throw them to the fire against, even though you contributed as a sophomore, maybe you weren't relied on as a sophomore. And now you're the guy now. And so you got to be out there every single night. You got to start. And that's a very different thing than coming off the bench and playing 4 or 5 minutes. And, you can play pretty loose and free when you're that guy. When you're starting and expected to produce every night, it's a whole nother deal. And so, but I think we gained the valuable experience with that. And it's just a fun group to be around, honestly. They're unselfish. They're hungry. We got good young talent with, Carson coming in. And so it was a fun group to be around.
All right. Well, good luck this season, Coach. Thanks for talking to us.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
And happy homecoming.
Yes, sir.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Just a reminder again that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Call's Body Shop. Call's Body Shop, they make it like new. Back at halftime here, our thanks to head basketball coach from New Albany, Jason Jones, for taking a few minutes to talk to us there at this extended homecoming halftime. And Coach, you wrote down who the queen was.
Yes, congratulations to Miss Allie Loesch, homecoming queen at New Albany High School 2025.
There you go.
Congratulations, Allie.
A look at tonight's first half scoring presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. All Brownstown Central in scoring plays in the first quarter. 7:49 left. Sweeney with 5-yard rushing TD, and then Garrison 13 yards to pay dirt, and Brock Dean 19 yards scamper. With 3:27 left. And that did it for the first quarter. 3 more in the second. 11:29 left. Lanier on a 19-yard rushing touchdown. Then Schaefer to Pendleton on a 12-yard pass touchdown. And finally, 6:04 remaining in the half. Lanier with a bullish 5-yard rushing touchdown. And those are your German American Bank scoring. That is your German American Bank scoring summary. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. Well, Coach, as teams are back out and beginning to warm up, just your thoughts as we carry into the second half.
Well, Albany did nothing to stop Brownstown. Brownstown stopped themselves that last drive of the first half. Because I think they were just trying to practice their passing game. And like I say, I think that'd give Coach May something that he's going to be able to work on this week in practice.
Yep.
Because that's basically they could have taken it in and scored on 3 or 4 more running plays. But
sure,
throw some passes and work on some things that you need to work on. There's nothing like live action in a game when you have the opportunity, either when you're way ahead or way behind, to practice some things that you really can't practice against your own team.
So I'm going to ask you a question, and that is this offense looks confusing as all get out.
Yes.
For a defense, and the couple of times I've seen it over the years, it looks very effective. Why don't more teams run it?
Well, I think you have to be brought up in this system. It's not something that you can just come in overnight. I was brought up in a power I formation, triple option, read option kind of form. That's what I was brought up in that, and that's what I coached. Mm-hmm. And so coaches that coached with me were brought up in that same system. If I tried to implement this, I couldn't have done it
because you just wouldn't know all the ins and outs.
I wouldn't know all the ins and outs. So to me, to implement that, you need to hire some of his assistant coaches, bring them on your staff, and say, I want that system. I want to put it in, and it's not going to be put in overnight. This is a long process. This is a year or two, or infuse the middle school, infuse the youth league with this system. So, yeah, why don't more teams run it? It's a wonderful system. You see, back in the day, Todd, there used to be what was called the Delaware wing tee from the University of Delaware, and it was similar to this, but the quarterback was under center. Seymour used to run a wing tee offense also with a quarterback under center, and those schools were very successful with that because that was their system, and their system was throughout the school. So Coach May has taken it a step further with the shotgun and the spinner. And I'm going to be honest with you, this offense is very similar to the single wing offense that I ran when I was a sophomore and a junior in high school. And this was kind of an offense that we ran back then, back in the day. Yeah. And if you look back, again, we'll talk about the history of football. If you look back at like Notre Dame back in the 20s and 30s and the things that they did, you would say, oh, that's what Coach May's doing here at Brownstown in 2025. 100 years ago, Notre Dame ran what was called the box offense, which is a wing tee offense that kind of similar to what this was with the spinners and the fakes. And it was very confusing. That's one of the reasons Notre Dame was so successful back in the 20s and 30s. This changed when Bud Wilkinson was the coach at Oklahoma, and he put the quarterback under center, and that became a revolutionary thing. Nobody had ever done that before. So all of a sudden Oklahoma was so successful, everybody copied putting quarterback under center, and this kind of got into disfavor and became, that's old-fashioned, that's old school, we're not going to do that. And you could see what's old comes around. What goes around comes around. Old school comes back in great fashion here at Brownstown. And Coach May has got a phenomenal system here.
Well, and that's that's one of those things too, that when you say put a player under center, people watch a shotgun type offense and you think, oh well, that's all modern, right? But
not modern at all.
Not modern
not
at all.
Modern at all.
Now, but plays run out of it. Obviously, it's
much more modern.
Much more modern. Right. But so as we get set to go back to football here in this third period of play. As counter ticks down, I'll remind you one more time that our scoreboard ticker was presented by Call's Body Shop. They make it like new.
And Brownstown gets to receive the second half kickoff, and I believe we will be in a running clock now.
Yes, we will.
And so Brownstown probably going to leave their first offense in for one series in the running clock. And then they're probably substitute very much with their younger kids.
Let's see who's kicking the ball away for New Albany. We've had a couple of different players kicking it. This time,
87.
Is it 87?
Yeah, that's what I saw.
It's 87, but I don't have an 87 on the roster.
I don't either.
So, Mr. 87.
I wonder what happened to Armando Moran.
Yeah, not sure.
Yeah.
Not sure.
This would be a good time for New Albany to do an onside kick, too, by the way. They won't, but they could.
Deep kick to the 10-yard line or so, 9-yard line. That's Dean. And made a man miss going up the sideline, and then finally run out of bounds right about midfield.
Yep, surprisingly, no flags on a kickoff.
And I lost track of all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 penalties for the Bulldogs in the first half. 4, by my count, for the Braves.
Let's see.
One turnover. New Albany with a threw an interception. Mayfield threw an interception.
So we have I think we have number 12 in at quarterback now. Todd. Trevor Brannaman? No, that can't be number.
No, he's
that's
usually the
fullback.
fullback.
He's still the fullback. I'm sorry.
Nope, Sheffer is
still at
back
no
there.
14.
Nope, it is somebody different. Lanier with that carry.
And that's number 14 is Eli Hutchinson. Is the backup quarterback, and he is now the trigger man for this fantastic offense.
So Hutchinson, the backup quarterback, a sophomore, so gets to have some work here. He came in with completing 3 or 4 passes for 64 yards and had 5 carries.
Fumble.
Ball down on the ground. Fumble. New Albany recovered. So it appears as though New Albany recovered. Oh, my fault, folks. I showed them wrong.
New Albany recovers.
That was the. Now we'll show you that fumble and fumble recovery. Try to. As ball bounced off Brannaman and just swallowed up.
Yeah.
Good job by Addie to show us that.
I wonder if couldn't tell if Brownstown had put in some second unit linemen.
And Long with the carry and hit behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be a loss of about 1.
New Albany sticks with Mayfield at quarterback. Of course, just anytime he can get more playing time is beneficial to him.
Right. Actually, you're going to put the ball, it's a gain of 1. So 2nd and 9. Mayfield pump fakes, but that didn't make it back to the line of scrimmage, so flag comes out.
I'm not so sure that wasn't a backward pass.
It was forward, but not by much.
No, he picked up the flag. I think he picked it up.
No, I'm not sure.
Somebody picked up the flag.
Yeah, they did.
Is he going to signal it? Yep.
Here comes the signal from the white hat.
Intentional
grounding. And so that's going to back New Albany up.
So we have a lot of new players. I'm not so sure my
lots of new players, folks.
My
we'll
player
sheet's
going to be of any value right now.
Have to work off the rosters. Nice that they turned the lights on. A little glare, but good that they did because of that. And again, just a miscommunication and incomplete pass.
It was intended for number 5, Malik Whitfield. Was Malik the young man that scored the touchdown against Providence, or was that Carter Rice 2 weeks ago?
No, I believe that was Whitfield.
Whitfield, yeah. Made a nice catch in the end zone, if I remember right.
And if I could keep down and distance rolling there, my fault. 4th and about 19. Mayfield, again, running for his life, and just throws it out of bounds.
I don't think that one got to the line of scrimmage, though.
And then flag on the play late as Mayfield ended up on his face. But the flag comes in for the intentional grounding, I believe. So let's wait and see what the white hat has to say here.
Well, I'm almost sure it's intentional grounding.
Yep. I believe so. Intentional grounding.
So they don't take advantage of the Brownstown mistake.
Nope. And it's going to make it 4th and...
So why are they stopping the clock? I thought we had a running clock here.
So I'm not sure why. Okay, they're just saying that it's Shouldn't it be fourth down and
it
like
should
forever?
Be fourth down.
And I'm not sure why the
it's
chain
first
gang
down.
moved.
What?
It
was
fourth
down.
It was fourth down.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Right. We lost track of things here. Okay.
Sorry, folks. We were both Coach and I were on the same page there.
Yeah.
We thought maybe they were still fourth down upcoming.
So New Albany didn't take advantage of the Brownstown mistake. So let's see now with the second unit offense for Brownstown, some of their reserves, some of their reinforcements getting a chance to play some more. They're getting as much time in the as the varsity starters are.
Yep. Oh, ball on the turf.
Yeah.
And this time, I don't think New Albany was able to fall on it.
That was going to be the handoff to the motion man.
Right.
And he's turning to give it to the other back coming inside. So it's an inside handoff to that second back. And you can see how difficult this offense is.
Yep.
And how complicated it is because the second unit people are having a hard time mastering what the first unit guys were doing very easily.
So Eli Hutchinson again, the sophomore quarterback on this second down play, looks to throw.
Nice pass.
Arm.
Nice move too.
And it's going to be near the first down marker.
That was Kai Trueblood for Brownstown making a nice move. And Hutchinson threw a nice pass, too.
Sure did.
Very nice.
It's going to move the chains for the Brownstown Central Club. Their first down of the
Now
half.
what? Timeout? Is there a timeout?
Waiting to see. I don't see one having been
unsportsmanlike conduct
against Brownstown Central.
Now, what in the world would you get an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty when you're ahead 42-0?
Not sure.
I don't know, but Coach May just pulled one player off the field pretty quickly there.
Yep. And so let's see. I'm waiting for the chain gang, so I know what the heck's going here. It's going to be 1st and 10, but it's going to be 1st and 10 instead of from about the 11 or 12. It's going to be 1st and 10
from
at
26.
26, yep, after that 15-yard penalty. So again, that's a biggie. So Hutchinson waiting, man in motion, and it goes to the fullback or the up back, and still going is Hampton, and a nice run there for Hampton.
Yeah, Isaac Hampton
scampers about 15 yards.
Yeah, they have got a lot of yardage off that fullback dive play, that fullback quick hitter, fullback direct snap.
So good misdirection there, and makes it 1st and goal from about the 9. Hutchinson rolls. Here comes the defense, and I couldn't tell if the ball came out or not, but he certainly was swarmed under for the sack.
He got spun down very quickly, and number 7 on the sack was Brian Johnson from his linebacker spot. He's made a couple good plays now.
A couple good ones tonight,
Talked about Brian, 6'1", 210 senior. Nice play at linebacker for Brian Johnson.
And good camera work from Damian to get that for us. So it makes it 2nd and goal from the 15. So after the 6-yard loss, handoff around the right side, and then run out of bounds was Hunter Toppe.
Getting some running back time instead of playing defense. He's got a little bit of time at running back now. Toppe. We keep
Toppe?
Yeah, Toppe.
Okay, we'll call it Toppe.
Well, that's
Toppe.
Let me see. That's the way I have it in my speller.
Okay, Toppe.
Toppe.
Yep. just a junior, so maybe next year get even more time at running back as some of these seniors graduate. Third down. Throwing it up. And caught. True Blood. Touchdown.
Got that foot down.
So that was a
Kai Trueblood.
9-yard touchdown pass.
Yep, Kai Trueblood from Eli Hutchinson. Hutchinson throws a touchdown pass. I bet you it's not his first one this year.
Brownstown Central did not keep TD
scores
on Max Prep.
Just yardage.
Just yardage, so.
Which I think probably is intentional.
Yep.
Number 41 kicking for. So everybody's getting a chance to play. That was Jet Jackson.
And that's on that touchdown. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be back with more third quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As Brownstown scores again, and we'll be kicking it away. Running clock situation here, folks, with this 49-0 score.
41,
okay.
Jet Jackson.
All right, 41 Jet Jackson with the extra point. But Hutchinson to Trueblood, I'm going to tell you already, folks, that I don't know that that's going to fit on the scoring graphic. We'll see. We'll just have to take 2 lines, I guess, for that one. That's the all-long names team there.
And Jet Jackson is kicking off. We're putting him on the all-name team, by the way.
Jet Jackson?
Yep.
That's a good name.
It is. Good football name. Pick it up.
20. And
Kaiser, oh, my God. Oh,
scooped up and going the other way.
No.
And touchdown.
Ethan Wheels.
Definitely the all-name team.
Yes, Ethan Wheels, a 6'2", 185-pound junior on the scoreboard.
So Ethan Wheels with the scoop and score on the muffed kickoff. So Ethan Wheels rumbles that one in.
I think they're going to call that back because you can't score on a muff. They're calling it a muff, and you can't score off of a muff.
You can't.
A muff kick.
Yes, right. You can on a punt. You can't on a kickoff.
Right.
Correct.
I think either one actually, but that would be a
so
muff. So we're going to take wheels
off the
scoreboard.
Okay.
But he can always say, "I was in the end zone."
I was in the end zone.
I was in the end zone. You can take it away, but I was in the end zone.
And Brownstown Central is happy just to run the clock out.
Right.
So they will have the ball. So they advance the ball down, and they'll have the ball back inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, it's on the 14, maybe 13, 14.
Sure is. Well, we're going to step aside. When we come back, we will give you fourth quarter here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
49-0 as the teams change ends. And Brownstown on the left side. I believe that's Miller with it.
13, Dominic.
No, Cody.
Dominic Cody.
Dominic Cody with it around that left side. Going to make it second and about 3. So ball inside the 5-yard line, but still a line to gain there. So Brownstown can get a first down without actually punching it into the end zone.
The mishandled play.
Mishandled play.
Yeah, that looked
exactly.
the whole thing started out disjointed.
Just wasn't clean like we have seen the first team run. So it's going to be a loss of a couple.
3rd and 3.
Yeah.
Sounds like nobody's playing the flugelhorn or something.
Low snap. Picked up, though. Handed to the back and wrestled down. That's going to be short of the line to gain, I believe.
It is. And it's going to be 4th and 5 or 4th and 4.
Yep.
Oh, Jaws.
So 4th and 4. Ball on about the 7-yard line. The 3 is the line to gain. And looking for the end zone, and nearly picked off, but knocked down. And that was Braden Kuiper. Nice play there by Braden in the end zone.
Yep, Braden, sophomore, 6 foot 160, getting a chance to play a little bit.
So New Albany will take over. Coach, you had a team you wanted to talk about.
I do. In my extensive research before the games, as I'm looking for things, one of the things I ran across is in the northernmost city in the United States, there's a better chance for a polar bear to stop play than anything else. And this is in Barrow High School in Utagivik, Alaska.
And we've got to run straight up the gut for about 8.
320 miles north of the Arctic Circle, just feet from the Atlantic Ocean. The field.
Arctic Ocean, you mean?
Arctic, yes. Excuse me, the Arctic
yeah.
Ocean. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Wind speeds during the games can reach up to 60 miles an hour.
Oof. Yike.
It's so cold that grass doesn't grow. It's all artificial turf.
And great first down run there.
Temperatures climb to about 32 degrees only about 109 days a year. In August, you could have whiteout snow conditions during a game. According to school officials, there is typically 6 feet or more of snow on the field for the majority of the year. They're called the Whalers.
Yeah, okay. Another good run here for New Albany. That's Chambers. He's going to be just past the line to gain there, I believe.
They take a bus and a van. They have the one road in and out of town. They go to Anchorage and then fly out, and that's how they travel to away games.
They fly to away games.
Yes.
How about that, folks?
They'd have to have a lot of away games because I'm not sure I want to go there to play.
No, right. Yeah, absolutely. I believe that's Chambers again. 6 feet of snow.
Yes. I thought, well, if we run into a game that's kind of like this one right now, we could have something odd to talk about.
There you go. And what's the name of the team?
The Whalers. They're the Barrow High School Whalers in Uda, and I'm sure I'm going to mess up this name. Utagavik, Alaska.
Utagavik, Alaska.
Teams that come there usually stay overnight in players' homes before they go home.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
So actually, they back the ball up 5 yards. Going to make it first and 14. So it's still first down. That's first and 14. Mayfield looks right.
Got a receiver.
Has a receiver who, nearly outruns the coverage. And that's a great play by Nick Smith.
Yep. And a touchdown-saving tackle. And I think, I'm going to say that was number 18 for Brownstown. I'm not sure. But it looked like Trenton Cole made the tackle. Or it could have been number 25, Connor Brewster.
And that's Long with it. Carries forward.
Oh, no.
And now going back the other way.
He fumbled.
Taken away.
Uh-oh.
And that's Mason Harrison.
You better. Did he get in? I don't know. Did he get in? The lineman's dream. Did he get in? Oh, come on. Give it to him.
They're going to say the ball down on the 1 yard line.
Oh, man. A lineman's dream, number 5.
And that play took so long to be established. We got the end of it, though, Coach.
Mason Harrison, that's right. My.
Going to say the knee was down with about a yard outside.
And actually, I don't know how the referees could actually mark that because none of them were down there.
In the same zip code,
no,
were they?
None of them were down there. And as slow as that young man was, the referees couldn't keep up with him. Well.
So, again, Mason Harrison
number
with
54.
That. Yeah. I think I say put.
He's a ninth grader, 5'9", ninth grader.
Okay.
Yeah.
I say put him in at fullback and let him try to barrel it in.
Oh, he's a lineman. He ran like a lineman.
And direct snap and into the end zone.
Was that number 5? I couldn't tell.
I think it was number 5. We'll see it on the replay here in just a moment. Show you everybody.
Prather Peters.
Yes, it was number 5.
Prather Peters, number 5.
With the 1 yard TD run. .425 left in the fourth. Let's see if Jackson can boot it through again. It is up, and it is good. So Jackson knocks it through again, and that makes it 55-0. Let's go ahead and take another quick break. Be back with more of the fourth quarter here on Glycod.
Folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
If you own a business and would like to find out more about corporate partnerships on Glycod and our growing free-to-watch high school athletics platform, please drop us a note at info@glycod.com. That's info@glycod.com.
J-Ron Kidd and George Cannon deep for New Albany.
And that's Jackson to boot it away again.
Roby Brandon is the deep back.
I'm sorry?
Roby Brandon.
Brandon,
is
okay.
back there.
It's going to come to one of the
upbacks. He called a fair catch.
He did call a fair catch.
I wonder why he did that.
Didn't expect to get it, I think. And who was that masked man? And that was Braden Kuiper.
Number 17.
Braden Kuiper, yes. So as this one winds down, New Albany has the chance to maybe run the clock out here.
One more series for New Albany to try to get on the scoreboard.
As Brownstown Central certainly put on an offensive show in the first half.
I wonder who is in, who maybe we could ask Steve Bird this. Who is in their sectional and who is the top dog in their region?
I'm not sure about the region. I could probably also maybe call up their sectional. Mayfield looks to throw, has a man, that's Smith, out on this right-hand side, stays inbounds, and finally
but you see,
swarmed under.
Even with their reserves and reinforcements in the game, the corner did a nice job of tackling, and there was 6 or 7 other white shirts that came flying over there to help. So, these kids want to play, and they want to show coach how hard they can play.
Yep, gain of about 7 though. Up for Smith, hauls it in, catch, and
nice catch.
Stays in bounds for the first down.
Nice catch, yes, sir. And why is the clock stopped again? Why?
I think because of the flag.
Is there a flag?
Yeah, there is a flag, but I believe that's going to be.
It's good. It looks like it's coming back.
No, the flag is
way back here.
Way back here. Okay. I thought I saw a flag come in as a pass interference type flag deep.
Well, bring it back. Bring it back. Ineligible downfield. I don't think you saw that.
They're asking, actually, the referee's asking the clock to run.
It should be running.
It is running now. Yep.
So you did see as a referee was making his signal.
Yep.
He went to point to and hit the other referee right in the face.
I missed it. I'm sorry. Yes, I did not see that. I'm kind of glad I didn't see it because I would have just been probably laughing all over the place.
All right, well, nobody might be able to get one play out of this.
One more play, maybe.
Yeah.
So let's see what down and distance is.
Yeah,
that brings us back to second and, 3?
Yeah, doesn't matter. And now we got to stop the clock, keep the clock running.
Just going to keep the clock running, I think, at this point.
Yep. Now why they stopped the clock?
No, because the referee said to stop the clock. Okay, it's going to be against Brownstown, so it's going to be a first down.
Start the clock. Okay.
And now the clock starts. See if New Albany can get a play away. Sure doesn't
look like they're really ready to. Yep, they got one play away.
One play. Chambers trying to break it outside. And finally brought down after about a 9-yard gain, and that will do it. So our score here at New Albany High School, Brownstown Central 55, New Albany nothing, and we will have the postgame show upcoming for you here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card, and sponsor of tonight's final numbers. Visit any of their branches or bank online at GermanAmerican.com.
55-0, our final here from New Albany High School as the Brownstown Central Braves defeat the Bulldogs from Burke Field. And, Coach, we want to tell everybody that tonight's scoreboard ticker is presented by Call's Body Shop. They'll make it like new, and a couple of interesting scores ticking by there, including that Providence Cardinal Ritter score upcoming here shortly for tease everybody with. But your thoughts on this one briefly?
Obviously Brownstown Braves were everything we heard and more, actually. I was anticipating I was hoping we wouldn't have a game like this.
Yeah.
I anticipated the fact that Brownstown would have an offensive juggernaut, and I was hoping New Albany would have been able to shore up their defense enough to make a game of it. That didn't happen. So, Brownstown moves on. They should go through the rest of their season undefeated. I'd really like to know who they play in their sectional. In that 3A sectional. Maybe is Charlestown in that?
Yes, they are. Let's see. I'll tell you here in a second. I'll find it. We'll find it for the next segment.
And New Albany, they got to go back to work again because now they enter their conference schedule. Hoosier Hills Conference doesn't seem to be very tough this year. Bedford was beating Jeff at last call. Columbus East got handled very handily by Columbus North in the season opener. Not sure about Seymour. Seymour got beat by Jeff early in the season.
We'll see them next week at Floyd Central, who's winning big against Silver Creek.
Yeah, and Floyd could be the powerhouse in the Hoosier Hills this year, which wouldn't surprise me. But New Albany's got to go back to the drawing board and figure out what the heck's going on.
All right, well, let's take a break, and we'll be back with more postgame here on Glycod.
Community action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Time for tonight's final numbers. Tonight's final numbers presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. Strengthening communities since 1910. And let's look at first half scoring briefly. We already brought this to you. Three rushing touchdowns in the first quarter. Passing touchdown and 2 rushing touchdowns in the second for the Brownstown Central Braves. And then in the third and fourth quarter, 1 score each. Hutchinson to Trueblood, 9-yard TD pass in the third. And then in the fourth, Peters with a 1-yard touchdown dive. So that is our scoring, again, brought to you by German American Bank. And let's go ahead and step aside. We'll get you the most outstanding players and give Coach one more look at who else is in the sectional with Brownstown. So we'll talk about that when we come back here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Football on Glycod.
Back for our final segment here from Burke Field, where it was all Brownstown Central. Tonight's most outstanding players are brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packie Page. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, contact Packie at 812-202-7271. That's 812-202-7271. He puts you in good hands. And first up, let's go ahead and show you the New Albany Bulldogs' most outstanding player.
Yeah, player of the game for New Albany is number 7, Brian Johnson, from his linebacker spot. Did make 2 sacks, did some nice things on defense when a lot of other nice things weren't being done. But Brian Johnson did, I think, an admirable job holding down that linebacker spot. And he had 2 sacks.
All right.
So at Brownstown Central Braves, this was tough because Trey Sweeney and Preston Garrison and Micah Sheffer, and I really like Joe Roberts and Isaac Hutchinson. But our player of the game is the fullback, Trevor Brannaman, 5'10", 170-pound senior fullback for Brownstown Central Braves.
All right, so those are our most outstanding players of the game. And then let's look at our upcoming schedule. And our upcoming schedule brought to you by HKC Roofing. Roofing, siding, windows, and gutters, residential and commercial, serving Louisville and Southern Indiana, better than guaranteed. Coming up next Friday, our first look at Floyd Central. So we go to Floyd Central to bring you Seymour at FC. So that one upcoming for you. Other Kentuckiana games on Glycod include Valley at Butler. So, Coach, I guess let's put a quick bow on this one, and we'll get along our way until next week. Gotcha.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Coach. Todd, you threw it to me, and I wasn't ready to catch. I'm looking forward to next week's game. We got Floyd Central, which sounds to me like they're on the right track right now and could be the power in the HHC. And Seymour, who always brings us kind of a surprise team to the game. So looking forward to that next week.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for us from here at Burke Field, New Albany High School. For executive producer Steve Bird, our thanks to Sean Burton, the athletic director here at New Albany. For Adamian Burton on camera, Coach Jim Kazmarek, our analyst. I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, and we will see you next week on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Football, presented by Red Ball Recycling, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Tonight's game was brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packie Page. He puts you in good hands. Mack Construction. Experience, reputation, solutions. Our place, where change is possible together. Interstate Batteries. Outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program, helping people, changing lives. And by German American Bank, Northside Security, Call's Body Shop, and the City of New Albany.
Visit glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.